One word would probably be fuzzy. So fuzzy has two meanings for me. One is that it's warm and fuzzy because it was so joyful, and I really just loved every minute of this, and I just honestly don't really want it to end. But also fuzzy because I had a lot of clarity as to what I kind of wanted to do with my life after college, and this experience has kind of caused it to be a lot more fuzzy, and I really am not sure, which is great because I can tell that God is working in my heart.
Monsters wanna talk to me, no quarter drawn by lawyers on a crimson sea. Weep like willows, break like waves. We are fragile creatures on collision with our judgment day. Nightbird says she knows my name, but she don't call it out to me beneath the rubble like the way you say it. Weep like willows, break like waves. We are fragile creatures on collision with our judgment day.
Traveling in Manila is very hard. It's very slow and inefficient, but it'll get you there. But it's hot. You travel on jeepneys, just crammed into Filipino space. So you don't really have any personal space, but it's very hot and it's very slow. It takes forever.
Monsters on a crowd island. On the night the cold wars bloom, you're the only roof I'm standing under. Weep like willows and break like waves. We are fragile creatures on collision with our judgment day. Your heart.
Typical day for me on UP's campus. Normally we would try and have lunch with students on campus, and then for the second part of our day we would try and participate in some sort of sport with them, and then we would try and have dinner with a couple of students at night.
Can I stand beside the way you love tonight? Can I stand beside the way you love tonight? Can I stand beside the way you love tonight?
So a typical day on campus at Ateneo looks like after training we would go to lunch into a cafeteria area where it looks like a bunch of food stalls set up around benches where we can sit down with random students and meet them. If not, we would continue to meet up with students that we've already met, set up appointments with them, go to a Bible study that we've set up, and then after that we would either scope out the campus for the stint team, or we would hang out with the flag football team that God's given us a lot of favor with, and practice with the volleyball team if that day allows. After all of that, we would head back to University of Philippines campus and go to Sunken Garden and play ultimate frisbee, spike ball, flag football, and sometimes we have events at night with students that we'd invite them to big meetings like the monthly meeting or celebrations that we have for some of our students' birthdays. We're really blessed to be able to pour out lives in this way.
My idea of overseas missions has been changed in that seeing how hard it is. You really have to die to yourself and adapt to a different culture. So whether that means changing your language, changing the way you do things or say things, you really have to adapt a lot, which is hard.
Going in, I thought there was a major difference between me and the stint team. Why were they going? I was envision them as people with robes and the eyes rolled back, praying to God all the time. But then I realized they're just like me. Honestly, it's just they understand that they're commanded to go out. And coming out here, I realized I love this. Looking out at the stint team, I realized that they're not so different. It's just them obeying what God has commanded to do. And so, yeah.
I got a homesick heart, but a long ways left to go. I've been doing my part, but I ain't got much to show. So I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. Chasing that life, moving on, cause I had to prove there ain't no life worth doing what I did to you. So I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness. I've got dreams that keep me up in the dead of night, telling me I wasn't made for the simple life. There's a lot I see, but it's far in the distance. I'm asking you to show me some forgiveness. It's all for you in my pursuit of happiness.
My favorite excursion was going to the Smoky Mountains, considered the dump in Manila. I think that was my favorite because it was just a joy to see all the children and just being able to share a Bible story with them and just feeding them and just being around them. I know that brought a lot of joy to their hearts.
Wow, my favorite excursion was probably Puerto Galera. My favorite part of that excursion was definitely the snorkeling.
Would have to be the waterfalls. I just like swimming, that's about it. Sometimes you leave the ones you love, but if it's love, they won't give up, cause they know a war's raging, and you gotta choose. These days are tough, these days are long, sometimes it's hard to carry on, but I hear a voice singing, and I know it's true.
I think one of the greatest wins we were able to have this summer, and something Harris really wanted us to do, was get a bunch of students connected to their STENT team. And I think through just investigating with people with the gospel and just meeting a ton of different students in a bunch of different places, we were able to really accomplish that goal this summer. We were able to get them connected hopefully with the men's volleyball team at Ateneo and the women's volleyball team at Ateneo. There's like a basketball court and a dormitory at UP and a couple other different club sports there at UP campus. And so I think we were just able to really come away saying that we were able to get a lot of students connected to the long-term team here for further investigation and follow-up.
One thing I've also seen in just our team this summer is really they bonded really well together. There was never really that much division or cliques. Everyone really did come together as a family, and it was just so much fun to see that when they didn't have time with students or when there was some free time, they really wanted to spend it together, getting to know each other. And anytime there was opportunities to bring Filipinos in our just group and stuff, they would want to do that. And so it was just really encouraging just to see them love on each other throughout the whole entire summer.
I think the other last thing that we were able to see God do in our team is just have everybody recognize that they need Christ more than they ever realized. Being able to depend on Him for their strength, for the work that He's doing in their ministry, and just for grace each day. So that was awesome.
Hey, Shad's about to catch ice cream from 2 flights of stairs up. Oh my.
You get your ass in!